Hi everyone, it's Sarah from stampingwithlove.net. Thank you very much for joining me today. Today I'm bringing you a Christmassy project, and it came about because I was out shopping at the weekend in my supermarket and I spotted these gorgeous little Lindt snowflake chocolates on the shelves. I can't believe Christmas chocolate's already hitting our shelves, but there you go. And I just thought they'd be so cute to hand out at Christmas time in little treat pouches of some description, and thought I'd design a little pouch using the envelope punch board. So these are the pouches that I've come up with using the Beautiful Blizzard bundle. Perfect stamp set for the chocolate, and I've just literally created my own DSP to package the treat in, and die cut a snowflake from the matching dies and use the sentiment, if a hug were a snowflake, I'd send you a blizzard. I think that's so cute. They're really simple to make, but I think they're very pretty, and I think you could do loads of things with them. I think you could actually, obviously, the envelopes, they're kind of envelopes slash pouches. You could fit a 3x4 inch card in there and you could hand it out with your chocolate as a treat at Christmas time, or you could even punch a hole in the top, thread your ribbon through and hang it on your tree. And I also thought you could actually use it as an alternative Christmas gift tag on big parcels. So it's kind of like a tag and a treat in one. So I thought they were just really versatile little pouches. And on all of them I've actually coloured my own ribbon using the white organza, I think it's 1/8 of an inch trim ribbon. And I've coloured them using my Stampin blends so that they all look the same. So I'll show you how I did that as well today. So let's get started. I'm bringing in my envelope punch board and a piece of white cardstock that's been cut to 6 inches by 6 inches. This tool is absolutely brilliant. You literally can work out exactly where you need to score and punch everything by looking at the guide on the actual punch board itself. So I knew that my my treat pouch had to measure 3x4 inches or thereabouts to fit this in. So I looked that up and it told me that I needed a 6x6 inch piece of card and I need to score at the 2 5/8 line. So it does all the work for me. So I'm going to line up my cardstock in my punch board at the 2 5/8 line, and I'm going to start by punching. And score. And then we're going to turn it. And then you don't need to line up here anymore. You just need to line this little prong with the score line that you just created, and that's how all the rest of the points will be punched. So I've lined that up, punch and score, line it up again, punch and score, line it up again, punch and score. And that's our envelope treat pouch made already. So I'm going to slip that back in. And on the reverse of the punch board is like a punch, a corner round a punch, and I'm actually going to just trim up all the sides because I like them to be, I just think it looks a bit neater, but it's entirely up to you whether you do this bit. And that's our pouch made. So before I start stamping on it, as I mentioned, I coloured my own ribbon. So I'm going to start by doing that, even though the blends are really quick to dry when you are colouring your own ribbon. They're the quickest way to, I think, to colour your own ribbon. They do still stay wet for a little bit, so I thought I'd start with this bit so that it's dry by the time you come to package it up. So I'm going to go for a mint macaron and nice navy colourway on this particular pouch. So I've got my dark mint macaron Stampin blend and my piece of organza ribbon, and I'm just going to start to colour the ribbon like this. flip it over and do exactly the same on the reverse side. And that's it, your ribbon's coloured. Obviously I've got a little bit there where I was holding it that hasn't been coloured, so I'll just trim that little bit off now. And I'm just going to leave that to the side to dry. And now I'm going to do my die cutting so we can get all that out of the way, and then I can do the stamping in one go. I'm doing everything in a bit of a in a bit of a different order today. I'm bringing in my big shot, magnetic platform, bottom cutting plate, and I've got my beautiful Blizzard Thinlet dies here, which I'm going to place like that. I'm only going to be, obviously this is brilliant because if you're doing a big Christmas project, one run through of the big shot with this die and you'll end up with all the snowflakes on this panel, so it's a great way of getting lots of cutouts in one go. But for this project I'm only going to be using this particular snowflake, so I've gone ahead and just cut a little tiny piece of Night and Navy cardstock, which I'm going to just put over the snowflake. I'm going to turn that round. Just make sure the whole snowflake's covered. And then I'm going to be cutting out a label for my sentiment for the front of the pouch on a piece of Whisper White cardstock, and I've got my stitched oval framelit, which I'm just going to lay down like that, and we can run them through at the same time. So I'm just going to pop my top cutting plate on top and run that through. You will need to do this a few times to get a good cut into the snowflake, so I'm going to do it 3 to 4 times. I'm just going to take this top sheet off in case it's doing anybody's head in with all that mess on it, and bring back in my pouch. There's my ribbon up there. So I've die cut my snowflake out. Just going to push that out gently. It's quite a thin little snowflake, so you do need to be careful with it as you take it out. And there's my label. And I'm bringing in my Mint Macaron and Night of Navy ink pads, and I've gone ahead and pre-mounted obviously all my stamps on my blocks, but here is the stamp set again. And to create my DSP, it's entirely up to you what images you choose to do your own DSP. I'm going to go with the larger Blizzard image, these two images here, and obviously if a hug or a snowflake, I'll send you a blizzard and the snowflakes as well. I'm actually going to bring in my scrap paper from before for stamping off on. And I'm going to start with my large blizzard image. I'm going to go into my Mint Macaron, stamp off, and I'm just going to randomly stamp my image all over my card. I'm going to do the same on my label. I'm just going to do a tiny bit there. And there in the corner as well. come in with my little dots stamp, and I'm going to go full strength into the mint macaron, and again, no set pattern whatsoever, just wherever I think it looks good. My snowflakes into the Night of Navy as well. And I'm kind of rotating my stamp around so I don't get the same snowflake image again and again. Kind of keeping this area slightly clearer because that's where our actual snowflake is going to be stuck on. Do a few more there, and I think that's probably good enough. I'll just do another one there. Okay, so that's the DSP created for that part, and then I'm going to bring in my label. And my sentiment's going to be in the Night of Navy. And just stamp that down. Okay. So that's all our stamping done, and I think I'll just get rid of this paper as well. Okay, so that's our DSP created, and the final step I'm going to do before I put my pouch together is I'm going to bring in this gorgeous frost white shimmer paint. I've not actually had a chance to use this shimmer paint before, but I just thought it was the perfect product to do it on with the snowflakes. So for this I'm going to be using a sponge dauber that I've literally just kept aside just for this particular frost white shimmer paint. You need to give it a little shake, and then I'm only going to be working from the cap. So I'm going to put my sponge dauber in. Oh, that was a lot. If it's too much, you can just sort of dauber it off a little bit. And I'm just going to go over these the mint macaron blizzard areas, and I'm just going to lightly tap my shimmer paint around. And I'm also going to add some to the corner parts of my label. And I'm not sure if I hold that up to the camera whether you are picking up on it. I think it is shimmering slightly there. It is so pretty. It really is lovely, this paint. And I'm also going to add some to my Night of Navy snowflake. I'll just show you that. Hopefully you can see. It is really gorgeous. So that's all of our stamping done. We've done our shimmer paint and we can now put our envelope together. So I'm going to just come in with my bone folder and score and burnish my 4 lines. Okay, and obviously I've left that part blank for my actual snowflake, so we know that this is the bottom. So I'm going to just bring in my glue dots, and I'm going to just take the corners to my glue dots. Okay, so I've put glue dots in these 2 corners and these 2 corners, and I'm going to just bring up the bottom flap, slip in my chocolate snowflake like that, and one more glue dot just to seal the top down. And then I'm going to bring back my mint macaron ribbon, which is now completely dry, and tie it around my pouch. In a knot. I'm going to put my snowflake on my pouch with another glue dot. Stick it there. And I'm going to pop my sentiment up on dimensionals. Over the top, and then just to finish off, I'm bringing in these gorgeous frosted epoxy droplets. These are such pretty embellishments, especially at Christmas time, and I'm going to stick a larger one over my snowflake and a little one over the small snowflake in the corner there, and that's it. And that's my snowflake treat pouch using Beautiful Blizzard done. And I'm really not sure if you can see that shimmer, but it is shimmering under the light here, and it is really pretty, just perfect for that snowflake theme. So I really hope you've enjoyed the project today. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch my video. If you are interested in any of the products I've used in the video today, you can find out more about them or purchase them by clicking on the link in the description below, which will take you straight to my online shop, or you can go to my blog at stampingwithlove.net, and you can actually go to the shop now, click the shop now button, and that will take you straight to the online store, and you can look up the products again there. If you did enjoy this video, please do give me a thumbs up and please subscribe, and I hope to see you again very soon.